Yeah, this is gonna be a sad video here. Talking about this is what if Rey Mysterio. I was ran across on YouTube the information. I mean, a video again about his death back in 2015. I think it was. Yeah, 2015 of March in the ring here. Perro Aguayo Jr. Hope I'm saying that right. Perro Aguayo Jr. Um, But I learned that I knew about this incident years before. I just ran across another video talking about it that was a year old, and I just started to watch it, and I'm glad I did because it inspired this video. Not only that, I got more information on it on the incident as well. So to make it short here, he was a son of a heel wrestler and Perro Aguayo Sr. And no doubt he followed in his father's footsteps regarding to being a heel. And not only was he a heel, he was a big heel too. So he definitely was basically doing what heel's supposed to do: push your buttons, make you hate him, kayfabe wise at least. And and that's what he did. That's what he did. So, and he was a big, like I said, he was a big time heel in Mexico. His father founded AAA Mexican wrestling, which is still around today. And so that's pretty cool. So so basically, Rey Mysterio quits WWE in 2015, I think it was, and he went to Mexico, and then he went toe to toe with this guy. So what better what better match than that? You know what I'm saying? Rey Mysterio is a big face, and Perro Aguirre is the opposite of big heel. So on some of these pictures that I'm going to be showing during this are going to be disturbing, to say the least. I mean, like, and the man is gone. You know what I'm saying? Like that one there is in a stretcher, and it was clearly as day as it was an accident. Clear as day, him and his father there. Clear as day, it was an accident, man. I mean, there's no denying it. There's no denying it was an accident. And I don't think for a second that Perro himself, Aguirre Jr. himself, would blame Ray 1 second about what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? They're professionals. You know what I'm saying? They go in, they work the match, entertain a crowd. That's what they do at the end of the day, you know. So basically, it was a tag match that happened in Tijuana, Mexico. And it was supposed to be just that. He made a Perro Aguirre Jr. He made a promo before the match talking about people are going to cry at the end of the match and everything like that. He was right. Just wasn't a crying that he envisioned, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? So it was it's kind of dark humor there. I mean, how ironic was that he said that? But yeah, basically it went like this. Before it happened, Ray was supposed to do his famous 619 move on him, and the first time he kicked him, Perro missed the spot. He made a mistake by going outside the ring. He wasn't supposed to go all the way out the ring into the floor. So I assumed that he realized his mistake. So he quickly climbed back in the ring, and Ray kicked him again. And that was when, according to experts, that was when the incident happened. Somebody's spine around his neck area snapped or something like that, and Ray kicked him. Uh, he went. That was it. They said he died instantly right there. So he went to the ropes, and his partner, the man knew something was wrong with him. He knew before attempted the 619 move. He knew that something was wrong. You could see his body language. He was like, what the fuck?" You know, he knew something was up because he was supposed to 619 both of them at the same time because his partner got into position to be 619 by Ray. and he looked over. You could see it on the tape that he looked over to him. He's like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" You could see he knew something was wrong, and Ray did his move. Obviously, it missed Perro because his head wasn't in the way, because he was gone at this point, and another dude got out the way, of course, because he's like out of character at this point. He's like, "What the fuck? Something's going on with my partner here." And Ray became out of character too. You can see the worry in his face as Conan went to the side to try to wake him up. And Conan's a former wrestler himself. He wrestled with WCW and everything back in the 90s. And he was trying to shake him up and everything like that, trying to get him up. And the stretcher came out, and Ray is just in the middle of the ring, like, oh my God. But the match still finished, though. People weren't even paying attention. Ray ended up splashing Perro's partner from the top rope, did the 1, 2, 3, and that was the end of the match. So Ray won. They finished the match still, but people wasn't, like I said, they wasn't paying attention of what was going on at that point. It was oh my God, it was quite the incident there. I mean, it just breaks my heart that this man lost his life like that, and it also pissed me off regarding the authorities. They wanted to charge Rey Mysterio with manslaughter and shit. I thought that was fucking insane, you know. I already thought it was insane when I heard that. I said, why? It was clearly a fucking accident. You know what I'm saying? Ray didn't fucking mean to do that. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with people? The fact that they even considered it was enough to piss me off. And these images here, some of them is really disturbing. I mean, this the man. He's gone at this point. I think he was still alive. To be honest, I think he was still alive at this point, but he's just unconscious. He didn't die until he was at the hospital. That's how I see it. Because they said because somebody said that he was instantly died when Ray kicked him to set him up for the 619. So you can see him here. This whole couple picture he's trying to do the 619 on him, and he's already gone, man. He's already unconscious at this point. And his partner there, isn't that Suicide from TNA? Looks just like him. Looks just like him. But anyways, he was under a different name. I don't know if it's the same guy that played Suicide in TNA. He went to Mexico. I don't know. But anyways, you can see that his partner's like, what the fuck? Something's going on here. This is really hard to watch. I mean, to look at. It's really fucking hard. I mean, I don't really want to stare at it too long. It really breaks my heart. I mean, oh my God. And you can also see in the footage that Perro tried to get himself up, but he couldn't. So that's why I knew that when Ray kicked him, he wasn't gone completely. He went into unconsciousness when he went on the rope. Basically he was going to unconsciousness. And I don't know if it's just me, but when Conan came to him to get him off to wake him up, I would have sworn his arm was moving. His right arm. I think I saw his right arm moving. So that's why I just don't believe he was unconscious, but he wasn't gone yet. Like at this point, he's on a stretcher here. Yeah, I just don't want to keep trying to look at that. It's hard. It's difficult to look at that. Oh, I mean, let's see. Let me see. Yeah, here's the 619 kick here. That Ray did on him when he came back into the ring, because because Perro realized that that was an inappropriate chuckle there. Perro realized that he made a mistake, that he's supposed to not go out the ring when he kicked him the first time. So this when he came back into it. That's what I think. I think this is when he came back into it, to the ring. But anyways, yeah. So this is a what if on, because Ray was considering quitting wrestling altogether at this point. He was, I mean, he had the death threats coming at him, and he had the motherfucking authorities possibly locking him up for manslaughter, which is plainly a fucking accident. He had that going on. Uh, so we know that. Of course, we know that Ray ended up not quitting, and but let's say Ray did quit. What if he did? So this is how I see it. Um, Ray decides not to continue, despite the encouragement he was getting, saying, "Oh, it's not your fault. Don't worry about it." Which I humbly believe that Ray, the reason why Ray didn't decide not to quit was because he actually decided to listen to those who was telling him it's not his fault. You can move on. Plus, Perro Aguayo Sr. was saying like, "Look, guys, it's not Ray's fault. What happened to my son? Leave him alone." Basically, that's what he said. So and all that, So Ray ended up listening to them. He ended up getting that strength to continue to wrestle, to continue to perform. And he eventually went back to WWE again after like 5 years or something like that. He came back to WWE. But anyway, let's say he didn't. Let's say he decided to quit wrestling. He didn't listen to them. Let's see. I can imagine this is a scenario I can imagine what happened to him. Ray goes into depression. Eventually, it didn't happen immediately. He goes into depression. He goes more and more withdrawn to people. You talk to him, he seems like he's trying to listen to you, but he spaces out because he keeps thinking about what happened, and he just goes into a deep depression within months. I'm thinking about 7 months or something like that after he decides to not wrestle no more. And the death threats didn't help. You know what I'm saying? Even though the charges were dropped, they decided not to get him for manslaughter, something like that. That didn't cheer Ray up one bit. The fact that they even considered it pissed him off, made him depressed. And his family becomes worried about him. His uncle becomes worried about him. Rey Mysterio Sr., his uncle, he becomes worried about him too. His son, who loves his father dearly, Dominic, he becomes increasingly worried about his father to the point where he doesn't even want to pursue wrestling anymore. So we don't see Dominic in WWE ever. We don't see him because of Ray, because of his father's state of mind. It gets to the point where he doesn't go to drinking. He doesn't do substance abuse. But he becomes mentally unstable, like he can't do anything for himself. He doesn't eat anymore and everything like that. I mean, he eats sometimes because of the strength of his family. He was remaining among us. You know what I'm saying? With the encouragement, they talk to him and shit like that. So Dominic, like I said, his son Dominic ends up not pursuing wrestling because he wants to be there for his father. He loves his father like a lot. I mean, like, words can't describe how much Dominic loves his father, basically. So he just worried about his father, and yeah, he gets a job, to make ends meet with him for himself and everything like that. But he pretty much becomes a regular person, you know what I'm saying? It's like yeah, because you gotta remember, like, Dominic, I mean, Rey Mysterio was like there when Dominic was trained to become a wrestler, you know what I'm saying? He trained with his father and everything like that. So without Ray being there and Ray's state of mind, Dominic I just don't see him pursuing it. I just don't see it. So however, as sad as this is, okay, about Rey Mysterio, This goes on for about three, I say 3 years. So the incident happened in 2015 with Perro Aguayo, right? 15, 16, 17. So it's like 2018 now. And there's somebody who was used to be a former wrestler himself in WCW and in WWE who's helped other wrestlers get on their feet. Okay. Um, this man has saved many lives. One wrestler in particular, which I can't remember his name, he said he would not be alive if it wasn't for this man to help him get on his feet. That man is Diamond Dallas Page. This man right here. He reached out to Rey Mysterio. He reaches out to him in 2018. Just throw it out there. He didn't want to know if Rey's going to respond to him or anything like that. But DDP felt that Rey was a special case because there's no substance abuse involved, no drinking. He just doesn't eat. Rey Mysterio has lost a lot of weight at this point because lack of eating. You know, he's like really thin, man, like anorexic kind of thin. Rey is like really gone, man. He cries a lot, you know, like just off and on and shit like that. This has been going on for like 3 years. And DDP reached out to the man. I mean, because DDP knows that Rey Mysterio is a big star. He's a big name. You know, he's been, like I say, he's a big name in Mexico. He's a big name in America. And people are like sad throughout the 3 years that he's been gone, that people's like, oh, I hope he's okay. That's too bad he quit over the incident in Tijuana, Mexico. You know, hope he gets better, you know, and all that, all these well wishes, you know. And instead of, I mean, Rey saw a couple of them on social media, you know, people saying like Rey get better. And instead of making him feel better, it made him cry. You know what I'm saying? Whenever he saw, at least a few that he saw, you know, and read, you know, and Dominic wasn't even more better. He was really feeling bad for his father, even though he's trying to get on with his life, you know. But DDP reaches out to him, and Rey, to everybody's surprise, is actually was giving a DDP a listening ear. You know what I'm saying? The DDP was trying to tell him, like, people are worried about you. Your son is worried about you. Your family's worried about you. The fact that your wife is still with you, that shows how much she loves you. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter is very worried. Yeah, I forgot about his daughter. His daughter, be no doubt, she'd be fucking sad about the state of her father. You know, and this is hard. This is hard to talk about. This is really sad. I'm glad this really didn't happen, but this is how I see it happening. This is a what if, by the way. So DDP reaches out to him. Rey listens. I mean, he doesn't come around immediately, but Rey eventually comes around, and slowly but surely, Rey gets back on his feet. I mean, DDP helps him out. He gives him words of encouragement. He has Rey exercise and everything like that. He does yoga, and eventually Rey comes back. He comes back. Oscar Gutierrez has returned since 2015. You know what I'm saying? And that was great. It took about 2 years for it to happen. So it's like 2020, he gets back on his feet. He starts doing interviews again. He's speaking a lot more. And this is, like I said, this what if it really affected Rey mentally. You know what I'm saying? What happened? It was like nobody could really get to him except DDP. You know what I'm saying? I think Ray just felt it was time to get out of his shell, man. It's been 3 years and seek and try this man out for help. You know what I mean? Mental help. And that's what DDP did for him. And because this guy is called an angel. He's described as an angel. He's helped so many, like Razor Ramon, Lex Luger, just to name a few, to help them get on their feet. You know what I mean? And go on with their lives, go on living and everything like that. So that's what that's gonna be it for this what if. DDP comes to the rescue, man. I mean, that's all there is to it. So that's it. This is the what if Rey Mysterio decides to retire. You know what I'm saying, after the incident. And I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I didn't fucking shed no tears here. It's especially looking at those images of Perro, man. It was like, oh my God. I mean, oh man. But yeah, so that's that. And that's my what if on what if Rey Mysterio decided to retire, you know. And that's that. So with that being said, this is why Chromosome sign the fuck out. Peace and love. Good health to you all. And be safe out there. Peace. I'm out.